pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class, Connor Huddleston. Student who represents the best attributes of a St. Pius student by excelling in all areas of campus life as well. Like Nina, he challenged himself with our most rigorous courses, including 13 AP courses, and even scored twice a perfect score on the National French exam. His list of accomplishments is also quite extensive and includes membership in the National Honor Society, where he serves as president of the French Club, the tech crew, where he gives freely of his expertise and time to help start our highly successful webcast. And over these 4 years, he's developed a great close relationship with Mr. Fagan. And Connor wanted to give him a small memento of his appreciation for his dedication over 4 years. And you've got to appreciate Connor. He gave him a huge picture of himself. As one teacher stated, Connor is an outstanding student. He is always thinking and he is driven by excellence. He is the kind of student who goes above and beyond in the classroom. He is proactive, engaged, well-spoken, thoughtful, and beyond his years of maturity. His personal philosophy is quite simple. He said, "I believe you should work hard to get what you want. You can do anything if you have the right motivation and determination to accomplish it in the end. Work hard and perseverance will pay off. The road may not look easy now, but by taking the harder road, you're setting yourself up for great things." A wonderful lesson for each and every one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, a distinguished young man who is going to attend Georgia Tech in the fall, Connor Huddleston.
A little under 4 years ago, we walked into the freshman hallway of St. Pius, concerned with buying our books, opening our lockers, and making it to our classes on time. I remember this day as if it were yesterday. Personally, I wondered why I was surrounded by giants, but I'm sure that most of you asked yourselves why there was a 6th grade boy walking along. Our class was new to the traditions of the school, fresh faces to the teachers, and to the other students that called St. Pius home. Flash forward over 3.5 years to today. As one class, we've all experienced drastic changes. Some may have been physical, such as becoming a good 6 inches taller in my case. Other changes have been intellectual and emotional. As one body, we have matured together, learning the ways of St. Pius while watching each other grow. Together, we have been to 2 proms, 4 field days, and 4, well, maybe 3.5 pilgrimages. We are one of the 2 classes in our school's history to have been to the Dome twice. We have formed relationships with our teachers, benefiting from their knowledge, and also from the wisdom and the life experience that they've shared with us. We've sung to the rain with Miss Johnson, complimented Mr. Smintek on Bowtie Fridays. We played the Impossible Quiz with Mr. Brisbane. We've drawn pictures with Miss Burrell, made it past the threshold guardian with Mr. Scirocco, and even sung before our U.S. history test with Miss Kramer and Mr. Voorhees, in the hope that we wouldn't fail this time. Together, we've written essays, taken exams, applied to colleges, and made friends and memories that will last us the rest of our lives. We have now become comfortable in our roles as seniors, knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to get it done. However, today marks a step into the unknown. Today, our lives as we know them will change. Welcome, Archbishop Gregory, Superintendent Starkovich, Mr. Spellman, students, parents, faculty, and staff, to the graduation ceremonies of the St. Pius X Catholic High School class of 2015. I have been asked today to deliver a valediction, one celebrating the end of our careers as high school students and providing insight into the next stages of our lives. Although true words of wisdom should be left to the Yale graduates among us, such as the prestigious Mr. John Fabier, who so graciously and humbly begged to have his name included in my speech. I will do my best to offer the pieces of advice and knowledge I've picked up along the way. Take it or leave it, here it is. Miss Kepler tells me that the word valediction comes from the Latin verb valedicere, or to say farewell. Although a goodbye address would indeed be appropriate for a graduation ceremony, I find too much finality in a farewell. Although our lives are changing, and right now we're only looking ahead of us, there's no need to close all the doors that we pass through. Remember everything that you gained at St. Pius, both the good and the bad, because these are the things that have shaped you as the individual that you are today, and will continue to influence you for years to come. As you anticipate the good years ahead of you, don't forget your roots. Remember the sacrifices that have been made by your parents, your friends, and your teachers to bring you to this point. Appreciate them. I'm by no means advocating that we minimize the change that is about to take place for all of us. For some, it might not be drastic. In fact, 154 of us won't even leave the state of Georgia when the first day of school arrives next fall. Others, like Haley, will be across an ocean, ready to face the challenges of living and learning in an entirely different country. For some, myself included, the change is frightening. Humans naturally seek the comfort of familiarity, and known comfort is often hard to give up. Others among us might be eager to leave college, seeking adventure, ready to change our lives as we know them. We might all be handling it in different ways, but one thing today is certain. Change is coming. This major shift in our lives may seem overwhelming, and I would be naive to claim otherwise. We all wonder what will become of us in the future, what grades we will make, what friends we will have, what careers we will pursue. In fact, I was wondering this myself, so as I prepared to write this speech, I searched online for advice for the future. In my research, one piece of advice did keep appearing before me. Almost every website I found warned me to avoid the cliche, the leaders of tomorrow, in my writing. At first, this advice didn't make much sense to me. Sitting in this room right now are doctors, lawyers, engineers, those who will venture out into the world and change it for the better. However, not everyone here will be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, nor does everyone want to be one. Society pressures us to excel, to truly become the leaders of tomorrow by pressuring us to conform to a certain mold. Society embraces the notion of linking a certain career to achievement, of achieving fame to change the world. However, my advice for you is simple. Do what you love to do. You all have talents and gifts that will propel you through life. Follow these passions, knowing that what you have to give back to the world using your God-given gifts is valuable. What you truly love may not be your career. Your passions could be hobbies, activities completely counter to the career path that you are following right now. However, no matter where your interests lie, don't let a chance to do what you love pass you by. John Greenleaf Whittier, a 19th century American author, elegantly wrote, "For of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these, it might have been. The saddest are these, it might have been." Classic literature is full of reminders to live life to its fullest and carpe diem, or seize the day. As you venture out into the world, don't live your lives with regrets because you didn't take the time to follow your passions and interests. Slow down and try to appreciate the small things. Each moment that you rush through life is a moment wasted, a moment during which you neglect to live life to its fullest. Take a hike through the woods, admiring the beauty and majesty of God's creation. Write a book, paint a picture, travel to a foreign country and try to learn another language. Make time each day to try something new, to find an outlet through which you can express yourself and thus discover who you are. Act on your good impulses now. The longer you delay, the greater the possibility that you will never act on them. Our parents continually tell us that our college years will be the best of our lives. While college is, of course, meant to be fun, this statement rings true for more reasons than that. These next 4 years will be years of self-discovery, a time for us to grow, to change, to make mistakes, and to change again. In this time of transition, much will be expected of us. We will be treated as adults with newfound responsibilities and privileges. We will be grown-ups. However, I don't believe that we ever truly finish growing. Each step that you take is a step toward maturation, but there is always more to be learned from life. Use your college experience to learn to be a better friend, a better family member, and above all else, a better person. Why a better person, you might ask? Why not aim to be rich, to be famous, to be successful? But let me ask you another question. How do you measure self-worth? Is it through the number of zeros on your paycheck? Is it through the number of friends that you hang out with every weekend? Through the number of likes on your latest Instagram post? As we prepare for college and leave high school behind, I propose that we enter this new stage in our lives, not trying to live up to material standards, but rather enriching ourselves through a mission of self-improvement. Our self-worth is truly not measured through what we have, but rather through what we are, and through the lives we touch around us. Take, for instance, Mr. Spellman. On paper, he's really just the principal of St. Pius. However, he means so much more to us than that because of the effort he makes each day to brighten the lives of those around him. When we were sharing our favorite memories of him on Facebook in order to make our pilgrimage gift, many of the responses said the exact same thing. Aside from his incredible slaps on the back, we all love Mr. Spellman because of his genuine kindness and compassion. Every day in the hallway, he makes an effort to show that he cares about you and makes you feel like a true individual, reminding you that you are loved. Aim to be the Mr. Spellman of your campus next year. Take the time out of your day to lift up another person, to show another that you care. Almost every week for 4 years, we've said the prayer of St. Francis, reminding ourselves that it is in giving that we receive. The more of yourself you give to others, the more that you will find that your own life has been enriched. Measure your self-worth not by academics, not by your successes or your failures, but by the lives that you touch. As our graduation ceremonies come to an end, I would like to leave you with a poem entitled The Measure of a Man. Take this poem into the world with you, remembering where you have come from, where you are going, and who you truly are as a human being. The measure of a man. Not how did he die, but how did he live? Not what did he gain, but what did he give? Not what was his station, but had he a heart? And how did he play his God-given part? Not what was his shrine, nor what was his creed, but had he befriended those truly in need? Not what did the piece in the newspaper say, but how many were sorry when he passed away? Was he ever ready with a word of good cheer, to bring back a smile, to banish a tear? These are the units to measure the worth of a man, regardless of birth. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2015.